just passive participants, but the active efforts to maintain white supremacy and segregation. And we really don't talk about white women's participation in that. And I want to get your take on this, Val, in particular, because as we think about forming coalitions now and forming partnerships with white women and working toward women's empowerment, particularly after Roe v. Wade. The assumption is, I think, is that white women understand oppression and white supremacy like we do, but they don't. 53% of white women voted for Donald Trump. Tells me that we're not having the same conversation when it comes to talking about oppression and white supremacy. Well, I don't know if we're having it at any point because, after Roe, I thought, okay, this is a woman's story. We're all going to jump on this. And I thought that white women would, in large numbers, recognize their interest and the threat that this posed to their interest. And so that there would be sort of a natural coming together of women around addressing this. And boy, was I surprised.
What was discounted was the larger majority of white women who were buying into the nationalist, fundamentalist Christian narrative that promoted them as these sanctified folk. We need to have more white children. That undercurrent of and that vision of womanhood was something that was not expected because they were like quietly being recruited and groomed to be these ultra feminine, pro natalist, very much white supremacist actors. And I had to sit back and understand, how is it that you can give that a pass when we know in our bodies as Black women what that kind of assault means? We are descendants of women who were raped in order for us to be here. And that's a different perspective than what the fiction, the fantasy that's being sold through the prosperity churches about what it means to be so. And the fundamental Christian churches is really about promoting white supremacy and patriarchy.